Hello, shooters, loaders, and casters. Welcome to the Friday night live stream for the Georgia Shooting Connection. We're glad y'all are all here. We got a pretty good crowd, looks like already out there. So kick it off, Kyle. Tell everybody howdy.
Howdy. Hey, everybody. I don't know if it was just me, but did y'all have like a weird week? I mean, it was weird at work, weird weather, uh, weird at home. Just everything was weird. But hey, it's over now, so we're good. At least I think we're good. And Dave, I'm sorry I didn't know what time you were sleeping and what time you'd be awake, but no, I have not made it to the range yet to shoot those slugs. But I do have a feeling that's going to change in a very short while. So with that, I'm gonna see if I can get this right. Mark, what you got?
There you go. Hello, everybody. Glad you could join us. I'm glad to be here myself. And I can't see the comments, so forgive me for that. I'll try to keep up with you guys best I can. Little 300 blackout, did a little 20 gauge shooting today. So just welcome aboard. Let's go for it. There you go.
I was just waiting patiently to see if you got it right because I'll screw it up too. See, it's too easy to screw it up.
It is.
No, good to be here. Kyle had a weird week too, man. Stuff kept breaking at work. We ran out of steel constantly. Yeah, it was just super weird. But yeah, no, just good to be here, and hopefully get up and do some shooting tomorrow.
Good deal.
That's always a blessing. I got to load up some 350 Legends. I did some checking this week to see if we could. There's a place I want to shoot at in my county. Hey, Dave Thorzax, what's up, brother? We'll run down the side chat here in a minute. Big E's out there. Chris 338's out there. What we really want to talk about tonight, and I'll give if y'all read the description box, we want to tell all of the beginning reloaders what's or potential reloaders rather the basics, the extreme least they can get by with and start producing some rounds that they can shoot. Lever Guns 50 sent me a clip of a little girl doing some reloading and going out and shooting. If I can find that here in a few minutes, I'm gonna put that in the side chat. Did I send that to you, Scotsman?
I saw it, Jamie. You sent that link to me, so
I think you sent it to me. Yeah, I think you did. I got it when I was at work, though. I'm pretty sure you sent it to me, though.
Well, I hope you got a chance to watch it because she's shooting 2 SIGs and one that starts with a G. And guess what happened? The 2 SIGs ran great, and we'll leave it at that. So,
I need to go watch it. I need to go back and check that link.
Yeah, you need to check that out. So we've got some more links out. We may have some more folks jumping in here shortly. But meanwhile, we'll start talking about. Okay, first I got a story. Well, there's lots of stuff that we can talk about. We don't generally do politics, but our president has the COVID-19, and my wife told me that he had been admitted to the hospital. Has anybody else seen or heard that?
Yeah, he got medevaced out. Honestly,
No. He didn't get medevaced out. He went on Marine One as a precautionary measure.
Yeah, same thing.
No, it's not. It's a joyride. Oh my God, I'm dying.
He's just going there, like Kyle said, precautionary. He's fine.
He did. They were real worried on the radio station when I was going to pick up Taylor because they didn't get any information at all from the White House. Everything was coming from like CNN and news reporters. And they were like, why haven't we gotten anything on this yet? And finally, he goes, and I'm real concerned because his Twitter account's been silent for 16 hours, and that hasn't never happened. So then Trump put out a tweet, and it's him. He says, I want everything's fine. It's all precautionary. I want to thank my family, my friends, and my supporters. And I also want to thank everybody else. That's just true Trump fashion. But he sounded great. They said he had a small fever, and he was just feeling tired. So that's the last that I heard, and that was at, I don't know.
And like I said before, the media is just going to overplay this. So fake news here comes.
Yeah, be prepared for dumb shit. Sorry.
Before this is all over, he's going to die 3 times.
Oh no, it'll be 200 million if you talk to Biden.
Oh man.
So I just thought that was rather shocking.
Yeah, honestly, but see, here's the other thing too. These tests ain't accurate. For example, the governor here tested, I don't know, what, a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, whatever. Tested in the morning was positive. Tested in the evening was negative. I mean, right. they're just not accurate.
It's a sham.
And one of the guys that I work with is like, you know what? I'm glad he got it. That way he can man up and go, see, this ain't that bad.
That's gonna play in our favor, I think. I mean, I don't know. It's he's just being precautionary. I bet you it's not even COVID.
I'll say
Daniel just put in the side chat exactly what I've been thinking since this came out last night.
No shit. I'll say this in the chat, but I read a conspiracy theory, and the only reason that I'm saying this is I read it. It's not that I've bought into it or anything, but I think there's something coming. I'll just leave it at that. We'll discuss this on the after chat because we don't discuss politics here. At least we didn't.
Yeah, I hear you. That was kind of cool, though.
But anyway, this isn't politics. This is our president being sick, and we all need to, pray and make, don't want anybody to be sick. So,
amen.
I didn't agree with RBG, but I didn't want her to pass away. So,
well, I would say to a broader note, but there's this range that actually it's a club. It's $225 a year, and then there's an initiation fee, which we don't know how much it is.
It's over there by the paper factory.
No,
it's on that side of town.
No.
So there's two.
Anyway, as I was trying to say, there's they do sporting clays, and they got a range that I think goes out to 600 yards, and I wanted to see if I could join up. So I call up. Well, I don't call up. I go online, and they've got a online form that you have to print out, fill it out, and then drive it up there. Okay, so to become a member, not only do you have to pay the yearly fee, which ain't that bad because they got fishing, hunting, all that stuff. Not just the range and the sporting clays, but there's a nice lake there. You can take the grandkids fishing and all that kind of stuff. So to become a member, you have to be recommended by a member in good standing. And I don't know any members. And then you have to be approved by the board of directors or the membership.
I believe we're talking about the same place. I thought it was over there on the paper mill side, but might be wrong. My dad was a member there, and he kept trying to get me to join there. And at the time, I didn't need to drive all the way to Rome to go shoot. One of my good friends, reloading buddy, and he's actually offered me a job. But one of my good friends is a member there, so I can get you hooked up. I can't remember the name. What's the name of it, Jamie?
Floyd County Wildlife Association.
That sounds familiar because I remember the name being really damn long.
Well,
I mean, this was a long time ago when Dad was a member, but yeah, he took me up there once, and I was like, man, this is they got a 100-round sport and clay course and a 200-round sport and clay course. Then they got just trap shooting. They got the 5-stand and well, you hadn't been there, have you?
I've been there, but I was a kid. I was a teenager.
Oh, they got
one of the problems, they got over 700 people, but I think the range goes out to like 400 or 500 yards. I thought, man, that would be really cool.
We didn't shoot rifles when I went. We just shot pistols. But we did do the sport and clay course, and they got all their own automatic skeet throwers, and you pull your own, and we had a great time. You can let's see. No, we didn't get a golf cart. We had to walk it.
Yeah.
Hey, Julio,
what's up, Mr. Echo? Funny man.
Hey, what's going on, Jamie? What are y'all up to this evening?
Well, there's Ocean. What's up, Ocean? Georgia boys out there too, I think. I'll go through side chat in just a minute. Tonight we wanted to talk about the basic equipment that someone needs to get started into reloading.
Boy, my son, Mickey, the pizza man done came and he didn't tell me.
Oh, I told Jamie and Kyle. They're the only ones who told me. Huh? So you told Jamie and Kyle, hey.
Oh, my wife says, hey, everyone.
No, those only two.
Hey, Miss Bullet Man. We hope you're doing well.
She can't hear you, but she's doing fine.
Oh.
You want to talk to him?
No.
Okay. All right. But I did get the new blue. Woo, Dylan. Dylan blue.
All right.
Sorry it took me so long to get here.
Okay.
Hey, Willie.
Hey, Echo. How are you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. I tried getting in touch with you last night, but I think you went sleepy poo.
Yeah, I'm sure I did, my friend. I'm sure I did.
Yeah, what about that, James? Not only does he not have a beard, let's have a close look. That boy is freshly shaved, is what I'm talking about.
Oh, absolutely. Smooth as a baby's bottom.
That beard lower, it looks like.
He's looking sharp tonight, guys. I tell you what.
You need to grow a flavor saver. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not into all that kind of stuff. I'm Scotch Irish, and for some reason, I grow splatches of facial hair. I grow a mustache. That's about all I can get. The rest looks like I've got like some kind of condition where the hair is just not appearing in certain areas.
It's taken me 50 years for my stuff to grow, so you don't have to worry about that with me. Trust me. Too much Indian in my blood.
Thanks, John's hand loading. We'll take that as a compliment. All right, so the reason, Mario, the reason I don't recommend the Lee kits anymore is because there's too much crap in that Lee kit that as soon as you use it the first time, you're going to go buy something different. And I think everybody on the panel and everybody out there that has reloaded for very long would agree. And so there's Idaho Rogers. And with that, I'm going to start going through the side chat. We got Mario Mosen, Daniel God is my judge, Idaho Rogers, USMC, single shot. Fuzz T Fork, John's hand loading, Ocean 374, good to see Julio. Single shot, Thor's Axe, hey Dave. Floyd Hicks, the crazy Scotsman is on the panel. Walter Davis, good evening, sir. PCC Kid, John's hand loading again. James Pollard, Chris 338, Big Al, what's up, brother? Buzz T Fork 8, Andy 79Z28, commenting that looks like Echo got a new camera. We might get into that in a minute. Rollis Carvelis, Georgia Boy 44, Appalachian Reloader. And I'm starting to repeat. 6-shooter Texan, what's going on, brother? Did I say Idaho? James Pollard, Georgia Boy. There's Baldwin Curious. What's up, Val?
Hey, Jamie,
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, Mark.
Robot.
Okay, I'm lagging a little bit, but I'll try. I was going to catch up with you on the lead kits. I agree. There's a lot of stuff in there that you're not going to use more than once. Maybe the one that might be used, it's got an off-the-press primer kit, which might be okay for some, is the Lead Deluxe. It has the Challenger press. It's got a manual with it, and it's anywhere from 170 to 200. So that the press alone is going to be 120. So that's not a bad value. Other than that, the rest of them do have the quirky little funnel and the measure and the scale. They're not worth it, like you said earlier. So, but the deluxe kit might be one for someone starting out. Add a set of dies to it, and you're good to go.
Okay, let me finish this, and we'll dive into that more. So we're at 8:10. We had John's hand loading again. William C. Chapin, welcome, Curtis. Hadn't seen you for a while, man. Big Al, thoughts of an old soldier. Jason Stewart, Ball and Curious again. Big Al, Edward Petty, what's up, man? Mario Mosen, Andre D'Angelo, and I think I'm repeating. Kingpin was out there earlier. Hope he still is. Got to show his humor.
Yeah, Kingpin had a great chat the other night on his channel. That was really good chat. I enjoyed it.
And I can't believe I missed that. There's Max Bear. So welcome in, everybody. Thanks for coming. So as far as beginning reloaders, I would highly recommend the Lee Press, just not everything that comes in that kit. The stuff that comes in those kits, they're Squatch. What's up, brother? A lot of that stuff can be used, and you can use it to produce some good, decent ammo. But there's a better way, man. Charles Irby, what's up, Mr. Charlie? And some of the things in particular that I'm referring to are the chamfer deburr tool, the pocket cleaner thing, those kind of things. They're really chintzy. And all y'all already know what I think about those Lee safety
Yeah.
scales.
I can tell you, man, some of that stuff you're talking about is really Tennessee's still in the package. It never left the package.
You're a
But
smart man.
when you think about what Mark said, I think
Has anybody got experience with that bench primer?
you know
I
what?
have had one for about 3 years now, and it works really well. You just have to have the updated little plastic inserts, that one's for small primer and one's for large, and basically just have a couple extra in case basically you don't want to push too hard. I just use my thumb and I go through thousands of rounds of 5.56, without any problem after reaming the primer pockets, and just have no problem. And I'm using CCI, so primer. So those are some of the toughest ones to see. They have the hardest cups. So
Yeah.
I haven't had an issue,
Sure.
and it works like a charm.
All right.
And it's very reasonable. You can usually get it on Amazon or some of the other places for around $30.
All you hunters must be going crazy by now.
I'm my head's about to explode right now. I ain't kidding you. Man, everywhere I look, everywhere I'm driving, there's deer everywhere. Big fat does on every intersection, and it's nice and cool in the mornings, and still getting pretty warm during the day, but cool in the morning, cool in the evening. Hitting still CA, that's what I have. I highly recommend it. It's a little pricey, relatively speaking, but I think Scotsman has one of those as well, and we really like those. Kingpin, about a mass production system for reloading. About as close to that as I'm going to get. It's going to be a progressive type press. I have the Lee Breech Lock Pro. What do you guys think?
What is he trying to get?
I mean, if he's talking about like a bullet feeder, an automated bullet feeder, and all that stuff, and having it all run with like a Mark 7, ain't happening. Those Mark 7s are ridiculously pricey.
Yeah, if you're going to mass produce like 9mm or 223, I've been looking into getting a Dillon RL 1100 or brand new old stock Super 1050, and set it up just for 223. And to do that with a bullet feeder and a case feeder, you're looking right at around $2,500. And then if you have dies already, that's great. If not, you're going to need to purchase a set of dies. And usually when you buy any type of press, doesn't matter if it's a Lee or a Dillon, there are going to be certain things that other companies make third-party upgrades that help make the system more reliable and operate smoother. And those parts will be extra on top of the $2,500 that you usually spend for the basic machine with the bullet feeder and a case feeder.
It's not a cheap game when you get to that deep.
No, and you can do fine with just a progressive. I mean,
Absolutely.
I'm probably 600-700 rounds an hour or something like that.
Yeah, just I hate to say it, my Lee Loadmaster, now that it's fixed, I can crank ammo out with that Loadmaster. I might have to add cases to the collator and stuff like that, and the bullets, but I can crank them out on that. And that's only a $300 press, you know. Now it doesn't have the automated brass feeder and bullet feeder and all that, but like Scotsman said, you can do 200-300 rounds if you're really concentrating.
Yeah, my buddy Dead Horse, he's got a Loadmaster for doing 223, and he can with a bullet feeder and a case feeder, and he's keeping up with any of the guys with the Dillon 600s, you know, the 650s, XL 650s. He's keeping right up with them with no problem.
That's the way I do it, James. I got this. I have the Lee Breachlock Pro. I have to put a bullet on top, and I got the collator. So about every 100, 120 rounds, I got to fill it up with brass.
And one of the biggest things for me, especially, and I've had people offer me bullet feeders and stuff to try out. I want to place that bullet because I want to make sure there's powder. That's my biggest thing. I don't care about anything else. I want to make sure the powder is dropping properly. The alarm system and stuff, the powder check on the Dillons, they're finicky. They don't work properly. They're finicky. It's probably my biggest complaint with Dillon. They suck. On that part of it, they suck. Everything else pretty much rocks. So as far as that goes, I want to check every single page.
You don't like
that extra? It's just one extra little second. That's it. I can still run about 600 rounds, 700 rounds an hour.
Let me extend my apologies. I thought the pizza was already here because my son had moved chairs and I no longer was seeing him. But as I got up, the pizza man was here. So had to take care of that and all that. I'm going to fix me a plate. I'm going to leave it on unmute and I can continue to be part of this.
Sure.
I just feel like I deserted y'all for a minute and didn't say anything. But I'll be right back.
Yeah, see, Jamie, you like that Frankfurt Arsenal hand primer. I like the old traditional Lee. I've had this for 20 plus years. A piece broke on me, and I damn near cried because I used to sit and watch TV prime 100 at a time with my wife watching TV with her. Now I got it fixed again. I'm happy, happy, happy. But one day I'll buy one of the Frankfurt or maybe the RCBS.
Well,
step up to the big world.
Walter Davis says he uses the Lee turret press with the rod taken out. I do too when I use that.
Same here.
George Boy 44. I love the Lee Classic turret. That's my first press. I love that thing.
Idaho's got himself a good setup there. Idaho, mine's called a Daniel. I don't have a Pam. I got a Daniel.
Yeah, I had that showing up there a few minutes ago. Plowboys Go said the Lee Classic turret press is doing all I need done. So,
absolutely. I'm not shooting competition, so I don't have to worry about needing those big machines spending, 20 grand by the time you add, not 20 grand, but say 10 grand time you add everything into it, all the bells and whistles. And I'm not into that.
That's right, Danny. Let's get it done, brother. Good luck to you as well.
I loaded all my 5.56 223 Remington on my little Lee 4-hole turret, and I get less than 3,000ths run out, even when using the expander ball. And basically, it's just like a little ammo plant. And if you're considering a single stage, and you're going to be doing primarily 5.56 cartridge casings or smaller, maybe 30-30 at the max. Even 308 would be pushing it. But as far as for the mechanical leverage on the press, you can't go wrong. And the way the actual turret head, instead of pivoting like on the T7, it's set up, the Redding, it's set up to pivot. Once it pivots, it's actually 90-degree square with the top of the ram, the shell holder. And basically, that's how it's designed up. That's why they tell you when you set up a T7 to take all the slop out of it, so you make sure you get good firm contact with the bottom of your die. Where the turret press, it pushes the entire turret up against its locking lugs. And when it does, it pushes it up evenly all the way around. So even though it's pushing up on the very front and on that die, it lifts the whole turret up until it hits its locks and is on a straight 90.
You know, Charlie, that was a good comment. Focus on quality, not quantity. We can always shave off a few minutes of our processes and, you know, get quicker. But if you get good habits, just like anything in shooting, muscle memory, good quality, and then work on timing. But it's never about timing. It's always, you know, good point. Good comment, sir.
Absolutely.
I like that.
When Charlie speaks, I do my best to stop talking and listen up.
Amen.
So, Daniel God is my judge has a question for Kyle. Kyle.
What's up?
All right, he's here. He's listening. Daniel, go ahead with your question.
Yes, the pizza is very good.
Good deal.
While we're waiting on the question, I did a little scouting over the week too at my stepdaughter's property, and she's pretty excited to get out there. And it's a little small creek with the woods on either side, and they're getting ready to cut the corn. So we should be looking pretty good. I found a little game trail and some tracks, so maybe I got a nice little spot 10 minutes away. I can just, you know, jump over to the evenings and do a little better than I did last year. So.
No, Julio, we went with Supreme with half jalapeno, and my son didn't want any of his pepperoni, ham, or sausage, so he put it all on my half.
Pepperoni pizza is un-American. Just my feeling.
You know, he's
You're
talking
right.
about all that, talking about all the progressive stuff. I don't think it's a bad idea for someone to start on a progressive. They're just going to make more mistakes, I think. If you have some kind of mechanical abilities and understand how things work, I wouldn't be so afraid to do it. But a single stage, you can't go wrong. If you know, sit down and watch these chats, prep your brass, have a bucket of brass ready to go, it don't take you long to load the powder and crank the bullets out. I mean, it
really doesn't.
You know, don't get in a big hurry. Yeah.
You hurry, you make mistakes.
Right.
It's easy to make a mistake.
You know, that little C press by
was.
Lee is an awesome little press, and I wore mine out, honestly. The first year I had it, the ram got a little sloppy because the aluminum body of the cast, you know, C part. But Lyman makes a cast iron C press, and it's just over 100, I think. I wouldn't be afraid to start there. I mean, it's under 100. Sorry. That'll do you just fine.
William C.K. I was going to say, before all this crap happening with this virus, look for an old rock chucker. You can find people just selling them cheap. At least I used to be able to find them here, but now everyone's asking $1 million for everything now.
Can't go wrong.
And also check your pawn shops that sell firearms. Anyone that lists that they buy and sell firearms, they also usually 9 out of 10 times deal in reloading equipment as well. And I have actually been into one of those places just checking to see if they've picked up an old Winchester or an old Henry, and happened to find a couple of rock chuckers that they were only asking $46 a piece for.
Yep.
And they would look like they were brand new. They were still had the packaging and stuff.
Well, some of those little some of those shops in certain areas don't have a big market for the reloader. So sometimes you just got to ask,
I mean,
hey, do you guys have anything? Yeah.
Sorry, Mark, I didn't mean to walk on you, but
No,
my rock
you're
trucker, I
good.
called RCBS looking for parts for it. She ran the numbers. It was mid-40s it was made. So, and it's just beat up looking. It needs to be recoated green, and it's still brand new in my eyes. I was just using it today. Yep, you're right. Thorzak's garage sales.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
If
still
I
got
know
the.
anything about shotgun, I could have bought so many shotgun presses in California. I never knew anything. I never wanted to deal with them. I used to see them in garage sales all the time, cheap, but never wanted to. Now
I got
Small local gun shows.
a question for
Find
Jamie.
all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
Are we letting
Exactly.
I'm listening.
Are we back?
Yep.
I'm
look at
listening.
me, Cal.
Are we letting the cat out of the bag?
No. 6-shooter Texan says the RCBS and the Hornady have great starter kits. And I would probably tend to agree with that. I know the Lee is not great except for the price of their presses for a beginner. The saving grace of the Lee kit is that you get the manual in it. You get the press and the manual, whereas
Right.
and that kit will run you what, Mark? The classic turret press, 4-hole turret press. I paid I think $192 for my kit when I bought it, and if I had it to do over again, I'd buy the press and the book and then everything.
Yeah, the press will run you usually about 130, somewhere in there. 120, 130.
Right. And then things that you're going to need, though.
Have I ever steered you wrong?
There you go, Thorzak. There's a good thought. Hanging out with people that reload.
No, that's definitely a good call. Yeah.
Or even if you're in a small community, you can even reach out to people through YouTube and try to get some people's names. You go at ranges and maybe start yourself a little club where you have some of the older guys that have been doing it since they were in their 20s. I give you guys, most reloaders I've met and most gun people I've met over 40 years have been good people and would be more than happy to help you with a problem or give you some good advice, or basically explain something to you maybe that you don't understand because you don't understand the terminology. You kind of get lost in it, and a lot of people will be able to make it easier for you to understand and be able to complete your project.
Yeah.
I remember when I first started, I had to get a dictionary out. I didn't know what half these words were. I'm trying to find the box. What the heck? I'll just show you the press. It's right here. I can't remember which one this is. That's all you need. That little Lee right there. There we go. Get the glare off of it. Little single stage.
Try not to run, guys,
And
a little bit, okay?
I think you can pick them up for what? 45 bucks? 50 bucks?
What, for the Challenger?
Is that what that is?
Is it a C press or is it an O?
It's a C.
Yeah, those are around $30, $35, 40 or under.
Although right now they may be 45. I forget
Yeah,
what
they might be a little
Ryan.
higher right now because of the demand. But
Last
that's
time
capitalism at its finest.
the last time I looked, let me pop him up here. Last time I looked online, they were selling that press for $58 now.
Wow.
Gracious.
I'm glad you can use that press, Mark.
Sorry about the background noise, guys. I love it.
Nothing like kids playing in the background, huh?
I had Ryan pick up that press
Man, they are
simply.
playing hide and seek and they are loud.
I had Ryan pick that press up because he said they had one. I'm like, well, if it's like $35 or something like that, pick it up. And he brings it home. He goes, here, you're letting me use your equipment to load up ammo. So here's a present. And I got it strictly for sizing bullets, decapping brass before I tumble it. You know, anything that you do a bunch of one operation at one time. But you can size 50 cases on it if you got a auxiliary primer because it doesn't have any kind of priming mechanism. You can size 50 rounds, then you can powder charge 50 rounds, and then you can load 50 rounds on it, and it's not going to take all day, you know, and you're going to have what, 8 cents, 9 cents of, well, I don't know what the cost of projectiles is because I roll my own, but you're welcome, Chico. Little plug.
There's your deal right there, guys. 6-shooter looked that up for us.
I lost the side chat. Hang on.
It's on the screen, Kyle.
Hey, Jamie.
Oh, it is now.
Yes.
How do I get back to you guys? I'm gonna sign out and sign in. I'm lost. My phone's. If you can hear me, I'm gonna close and come back.
That's fine.
What the heck's going on around here? Kick me out. All I got is my home page on my phone.
All right, here you go.
Hey, William Chapin.
Curtis said that was a good looking press.
Yes.
Curtis,
Yeah, what I'm
man.
saying is 100%. I've got 2 of those little C presses, and I changed over from using it to my classic cast O press just because I was doing some actual big caliber resizing, and I just didn't want to do it on my coax. So I did it on there and I moved it over. But those little C presses, you can reload. I would do everything up to a 308 Winchester. I would not push it past a short action cartridge, just for the simple fact of the matter is the structure isn't there really to support it, and you can break a press.
Yeah, I don't. Of course, I haven't tried to resize any of the. I just got it. I used it to decap a bunch of 6.5 Creedmoor stuff for Ryan, and got them all washed up and ready to load. We loaded up some, and still waiting to get the range report from those. He bought some oddball powder. What, $79.95 or something? It's big bore powder. He said, well, it says 6.5 right on the label. It's 6.5 by 284 or something like that. It's some oddball, huge, just, you know. And but I'm going to use that in my buddy's 300 Win Mag. It seems to be a very popular powder over there. So I said, I'll just give you $30 for that jug of powder, and we'll use some of my Varget for your 6.5. So that's what we did. I'm waiting on a range report.
There you go.
I
So
think
we got
Chris 338's on it. I think it's 79.77. It was something I'd never even seen before.
Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
We got Scott Inside Freedom joining us. Welcome in, brother. Good to see you out there.
I'm back.
Hey, everybody in the side chat. I got chicken wing grease on my hands and pizza grease on my face. I ain't gonna start typing right now.
So,
I'm gonna have to take a shower.
Pastor, what are you going to use the Rotumbo for?
I'm scared.
That's for a big.
I was gonna say we all know what it's for. What's he gonna use it for?
Belted magnums.
You got some tree stumps you need to get rid of, or did somebody get a new toy?
Yeah, maybe you got a 7mm Remington mag or something like that.
Oh, Super Dave. Green Dot. You got any slug or buckshot recipes with that? Because I can't find it in my loading manual. If you come across anything or you got manuals with that in it, send me some. Just take screenshots of the book and text them to me, please, if you would, sir.
For what caliber, Kyle?
Shotgun, slugs, and buckshot.
Oh, okay.
I mean, powder around here, primers, small pistol primers, you ain't gonna find them. Or if you do find them, you're gonna pay for a box of 1,000 what a truckload of them should cost.
That's what I was going to ask you guys. How is your supply around you guys?
I can get them $50 a box plus shipping.
They
and
keep
it's not hazmat.
That's stupid. Well, I paid more than that, but I'm not going to do that again.
Well, thanks, Single Shot, but I have Green Dot. I just remember. I remembered the dots, and Ryan was at a gun store, and he said, "You want me to pick up this pound of Green Dot?" And I was like, "A dot's a dot," which I know it's not, but
Okay. Georgia Boy 44 says I picked up a pound of Rotumbo. Then he said PC Bullet talked him into it, and then he's going to do use it in 243 with those heavy bullets. The 105 grain, I think.
yeah,
There it is, 105 grain. There it is.
I sent some of those to West Desert Shooter. Matter of fact, I might have one or two loaded up right here. No.
Actually, Appalachian Reloader, I think that's a good move on Hodgson's part. I'm hoping that it will make the Western powders more available to us here on the East Coast. I really like Western Ramshot Tack. What you got there, Willie?
All 308 ones in the back are 178 grain ELDs, and the blue ones are from Tin Man. All 308.
Looking good, man.
I'm trying. Got a lot more to do.
You were reloading 308 and you didn't call me?
Oh, buddy, I've been banging my head the last couple of days trying to get in here when my wife's not working in here. Didn't take long, though, that 4-hole classic. Actually, no, let me take it back. I did my rock chucker one at a time. I mean, I did the whole works, everything to that brass, inside and out. That's all right link case, primer pocket deburred, inside and out. It's all good.
That look good, man.
Then they probably won't shoot worth shit, but
Ryan did find 1,000 large rifle, 1,000 large pistol, and 500 shotgun primers, and it wasn't a bad price, especially since I wasn't paying for it. But
well, William, go ahead. Sorry.
No, he said they were like $36.99 a box. I said, go ahead and get them. We're gonna use them.
William, the new T Mag kicked off the Spark T, so it was a long, dragged out fighting match, and the T Mag won.
If you guys right now are looking for small rifle primers or small pistol primers, the best place, you're not going to find them online because when they get them, they're gone. Unless you're lucky enough to be on there at 4:00 in the morning when their website updates or something crazy. But the bottom line is check your local small mom and pop gun shops. They get primers in once a month. Talk to the owner, tell him, hey, look, I'm looking for just 1,000 or 2,000, this or that. And could you possibly, if I leave a card, can you call me when you know when you're going to get them in? So that way I can make arrangements to come in and get a box or two. And as long as you come across like that, most people will help you out, or they will just tell you when they expect them in. And then you just stop by every once in a while, let yourself be known, you know, maybe pick up something you may need, help a small business out that's a mom and pop type place, and build a relationship. And you can actually, that's how my one buddy is getting them right now, is just going to a real small mom and pop shop that's been there for over 70 years. And he goes in and he buys them and doesn't strip the shelves and, you know, basically gets them. And you can get small rifle and small pistol primers. You just have to keep going and be repetitive, and you're just not going to find them online. That's just the bottom thing. But you will find them in your little mom and pop stores.
My local gun shop went through 65,000 primers in 2 days. They sold 65,000 primers. And that's when I went to buy those, and I spent $68 for 1,000. So that they're out there. I found 1,900 2 weeks ago. So small pistol, but they're few and far between in California.
Yeah, we loaded up a bunch of 9mm over this past weekend, and I mean a bunch. And I'm down to about 400 primers that I'm saving for her 38 special. It's either 3 or 4, but out of a wheel gun, 300 or 400 rounds, that's a lot of shooting.
Yeah, she'll have fun with that, Kyle.
Yeah.
And what's so great about that is you don't got to bend over and pick them up off the ground.
Right.
That is true. So true. But that's why you take your kids with you. You say, you want to shoot my gun? You got to pick up all the brass. And all the brass they tell you to pick up.
Jamie, I got something to show you, brother. I just got to find it.
Oh, no. Mark's doing the circle of death.
Yeah.
Blow up his screen. What is he showing?
I ain't
Not
showing
yet.
it.
Okay.
I got to find it. I got to find that box.
Yeah, California is a dry hole here. I called, 25 gun stores 2 weeks ago, and I found one that had primers. That's it.
Willie, I'll talk to you.
No, I got primers. I have primers now, but you know, I should have been doing like everyone said before all this crap stopped. Every month, spend $30, $35, $60, buy 2 boxes and put them on the shelf. It's just hard to do when you're counting the pennies.
Yeah.
Oh no, Tom, how did you do that, buddy?
So Tom, do you have a cleaning patch attached to it? Is it the bristles, or what is it exactly? What's down the barrel? That's the first thing. What's actually down the bore?
What size cleaning rod are you using, and what caliber is the rifle?
He got the actual cleaning rod caught in the bore
Yeah,
or
probably
the
use,
attachment.
we don't know if it's attachment or if he's using too thick of a patch. I've had that happen. My rod got locked up tight with too big. I've
As
had to use
long as he's got a
rubber hammer.
brass rod, he's going to be okay. It depends on if he's got a jag on it and if he's got a patch on it. As long as the patch is covering the jag, he can literally use a rubber mallet and hold the rod completely centered in the chamber and tap it very gingerly until it comes out the muzzle. And once it does, be careful pulling the rod back in because it may scar your crown. So you want to be kind of careful with that.
Yeah, K24 heard us talking a couple of weeks ago. Guy come around with a broom and dustpan before my brass stopped rolling back when Mark and Sharenda was here. Yeah,
that's pretty bad. But that's why I do that. I paint the back of my primer. I tell them if there's a red mark on it, it's mine. You can fight me for it, but I'm picking it up. Oh, so it's all the way out the barrel? You took the jag off and the rod's stuck in your barrel?
Roll, Reggie.
Did I read that wrong?
no, he took the jag off the end.
Did the jag? What question I have? Did the jag rip through the primer? So the not the primer, the patch. Maybe the patch and the rod are fused together right now in the chamber.
Is it in the chamber or is it in the barrel?
Don't know yet.
Well, see, at first he said that was the rod. So is it just the actual jag is stuck or the rod stuck? What's actually in there?
There you go, Kyle.
If the jag is stuck in the barrel, you need to reattach the rod to it, and that's going to be a nightmare, but you're going to have to do it, and you can do it. And basically, like I said, tap it completely out of the barrel with a rubber mallet. But hold the shaft centered in the chamber so that you do not, or in the action, so that you do not jam the rod into your rifling. It'll stay directly behind that jag, and the jag will self-center.
The rod is sticking
So
out.
if the rod's sticking out both ends, do you still have is there still cleaning patch and stuff attached? Is that the problem? Is that you still have stuff wrapped around the rod?
That's what I'm thinking.
If you still have stuff wrapped around the rod, yeah, that's going to be a tough one. You can.
What is the rod made of? Is the rod carbon fiber or is it brass?
I hate to say this, you might have to tap the rod going back in your barrel and go get a long wood dowel. Go get wood dowels and slowly tap it all the way.
Georgia boy, stop it.
Fiberglass.
So if it's fiberglass, you really don't want to be hitting it.
You might not have a choice.
Yeah, I think you're kind of stuck, man. You're probably gonna have to take it to Smith just to be on the safe side.
Or just chop the end with a knob off and sand it smooth and get a wood dowels and tap it all the way out your barrel.
Yeah, just be real careful with it.
Very careful. Sorry to hear that.
All right, Jamie, I hit him from my
So what he said.
These look familiar, Jamie?
Never seen them before. Is that sexy or what?
I'm telling you, that is a beautiful completed cartridge right there. I like them.
That's
And
the
we're going to shoot them.
that's the Lee 358 158 round flat.
All right. If the barrel comes off, Tom, you can put the barrel inside a vise. Just very gingerly, like Echo said, very gingerly try to knock it out. But be real careful, man.
And don't use too long of dowels because they'll snap inside the barrel too. So just use cut segments, like 6-inch, and tap it, another 6-inch rod.
Act like you're drilling for oil. Just put another layer in there every time.
Yep.
Now the shaft came apart and it's made of fiberglass and it jammed up in the bore of the barrel. Is that correct?
No.
That's true too, William.
Honestly, Tom, that for taking it to a Smith, they're probably not going to charge you that much to get it out, bud. You're probably talking, 10, 15 minutes, so that it's not going to cost that much.
No.
He says he did one piece.
It'll be much cheaper to pay him to get it out than it will to pay him to recrown your barrel.
Bolts out.
Why can't he go in from the receiver side, the chamber side, and tap it through that way? Does it have a handle on it?
Like William Chapman said, it could splinter in the chamber or in the barrel and get more wood stuck and everything else. Yeah, like Johnny's
did. There's all kinds of problems. And with it being fiberglass, the fiberglass might shatter too. You got to be real careful with that.
I like Chappie's. Call Johnny's reloading bench and bar his grease gun.
If it was another good thing to use to get squibs and obstructions out of your barrel without damaging the barrel is using a black powder patch and ball reamer. They're designed to ream down inside barrels so they do not scar anything. And you can get them small enough caliber to go through just about any size bore. And basically, if you have a handle that you need to remove, cut it off so that it'll go through the action. And then basically tap that flat into the chamber and then push that rod behind it. And this is going to be a project where you're going to have to mount the rifle, lock the barrel in a vise. So you're going to need some vise block pads, hold it down nice and snug, and it shouldn't be a problem. I have taken out broken bore snakes that people have snapped the bore snake handle off down in $1,000 rifle barrels. It can be done without hurting anything. You just got to take your time and don't rush anything.
And then once you do get it out, go down to your local Cabela's and buy you a brass rod, a one-piece brass rod. I'm still confused as to what happened. The jag went through the patch and now it's locked up. I mean, is that what we got going on?
That's the only thing I can think of.
Because it went up the other side and he took it off, so I'm guessing so.
Yeah, the jag came out. He got the jag off, so it's probably a patch stuck around the rod inside the barrel.
All right, so take your barrel, put it between your feet, hold it very still.
No.
But you got to be careful. Make sure your head's out of the way when that rod comes out, because that could hurt.
Tom, just take it to a Smith. It's gonna take them a couple minutes. It ain't gonna cost you nothing, if anything. They'll be good, man.
Yeah, buy them a beer.
Most Smiths are real good when it comes to small, piddly stuff like that. Don't worry about it. Take it to a Smith, dude. It'll be a lot of less hassle.
9 out of 10 times when stuff like that would happen, I wouldn't even charge a customer. It's good business relations, because if they help you out, next time you want to have something done, you're most likely going to go to where the guy helped you out and for free.
That's what I was going to say. And he'll probably just look at you. Now call me when you got a real problem.
Yeah.
Oh, I got tired.
And Tom, Altenda's not that far from you, so you could always call Altenda.
Try spraying a bunch of penetrating oil down that barrel. See if you can slide that rod out.
You and Altenda are pretty close.
Get that patch really soaking wet with some type of like coral oil or something like that. Penetrating oil, maybe it'll help slide it out.
Well, the problem is what happened is the patch went through the jag and it rolled.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a rolled cloth. And you know how strong towels are if you roll them?
Absolutely.
You put somebody on the rear end, that kind of rolling, that has put so much pressure on that rod that it has just bonded itself in there. And I know what he's talking about. And I fixed a couple of those before. And the bottom line is I just had to cut the handle off of it, tap it as far up into the receiver as possible using a large wooden dowel, and get the rod where it was into the chamber, and then line up the black powder loader, and then tap it with a rubber mallet or a dead blow rubber mallet, and get it to knock that thing all the way through. And usually what it did was it would roll that thing almost all the way down the entire rod until it got almost to the end. And then the rod would go flying out of the barrel. And that little piece of fabric, whether it be flannel or cotton, would be just in the bore where you could blow it out with a compressed air. And that's basically what happened.
Yeah, I've had a rod get stuck when I used the wrong size patch in it before, but I got it out, thank God.
Yep. There's a reason they make 223s and then 30 cals.
Yes, sir.
I generally always cut the patches anyway, or fold them in half and fold them again. I never use them the way they are. I always cut them or fold them in some shape or form. And I generally, just like Fuzz is saying out there, I usually use a smaller rod too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there's no such thing as a trash T-shirt.
Nope.
They work for grease rags, gun patches.
T-shirts are great gun patches. I saw that on gyms, and I said, why am I throwing all my shirts away when I got a fabric cutter and just start making my own patches?
Yeah, I got one rod. Well, I've got an actual cleaning rod for my 308, one of those solid $70 rods. I can't remember the name of it, but I've got one kit that I use to clean most of my other rifles, and it'll clean anything from a 17 up to a 30-06. So
I use the Tipton carbon fiber. They've got a brass head on them so that the actual piece that holds the threaded female end to screw into. And the killer thing about them is they've got built-in ball bearings in the handle. So as you're shoving it down the barrel at a constant pressure and slow speed, the actual brush or the mop or the jag and the patch are following the rifling of the barrel so that it doesn't skip over rifling and cause carbon to be left behind. And those rods are around 25, 30 bucks. And, you know, you get about 5 or 6 of them to do all your calibers from 17 to 30 caliber and bigger. And, or if you just use them for AR-15s, whatnot, you get the 22 caliber one and they work out really good. Or you could spend a little bit more money and get the Dewey system. And those are a little bit higher end, but they're ball bearing handles as well.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, I've seen West Covina Dodge use baby whites. They work. Boy, do they come out easy. But my first patch is always sopping wet when I run down my barrel, no matter what. It's sopping wet. Then I'll go through other stuff.
Dewey, that's the name. Thank you, Super Dave.
That's what's right behind me is a Dewey.
Yeah, they make good stuff.
Yeah, Dewey. Yeah, they make all my mops too. And basically
they're pretty expensive, but they're really high quality. I was impressed.
Yeah,
They are.
I've ever claimed
See if they make mops, Daniel will know who they are.
Yeah, they're very good. Super strong, ball bearing.
They're very well made, and when I don't clean my 308 every time I use it. You got to build up some carbon fouling in there and copper fouling anyway. You got to reach equilibrium. So when I do clean it, there is some nastiness in there. And
yeah, Pat, I've seen that happen, Pat. Sorry, Kyle.
Yeah, I don't clean it until my groups start opening back up. I'll run 20 rounds through it just to get something, and then my groups will go, you know, and then they'll start opening back up. When I do that, then it's time for the Sweet 69 and all kinds of patches and plug both ends and let it sit and soak. And then it's a bear to run through that thing because you're pushing lead and copper and everything else out of there at one time. But that Dewey
got
just
something, Kyle.
Where?
I need to get your address. I got something I want you to try. It's a company, KG. Have you heard of them?
Please hold.
Yeah, I've got a little kit that I'm gonna send you, and it's for doing bores and basically they've got none of this stuff will hurt your barrel. And I got this stuff for a couple of the guys that use the real expensive Krager and what was the other one? Bartland barrels and stuff like that. I didn't want to use anything caustic in the barrel that could damage the rifling or the chamber or anything like that. These real super expensive, like $1,000 barrels. So I looked around, I found this company and I contacted them.
The hell is that?
I don't know. I contacted them and basically they sent me a couple of these trial kits and I actually purchased a bunch of their product. And it's real safe. It doesn't eat anything up except for copper. And literally I took a little Tupperware dish, took a 168 grain Sierra Match King, dropped it in there. 24 hours later, what was left was only 39 grains of what appeared to be lead and just some black mess. It like ate that entire bullet in 24 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, and basically I had a piece of steel in there too, a sear off of an old full auto that I had worked on years ago. And I set it in there and it didn't even cause any corrosion or spot rust, and absolutely nothing on it. So I was really impressed.
Mr. Pitchner, I am using these Russian fire hydrants. The ones you can get sometimes on the Reloaders Network with the special wads that stay with it. Got the mold. the wads and everything. Bacon hooked me up. The wads come in bags of 100. And I've got a box of a lot of them over there. And actually, me and Ryan were this past weekend casting these things up. And he was like, there's a trick to it. But yeah. And we didn't end up throwing too many of them back in the pot for what we cast. And I'm just using used shotgun shells.
I'm excited, Kyle.
You're a 20 gauge kind of guy, though. I can't help you, man.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, I can?
I told you I got both.
Oh, let me see what I can do.
Well, I might be self-service anyway. Yeah.
Idaho, I appreciate you putting me in the same category with those two fine gentlemen, but I'm not worthy of that. These guys pastor churches, and they, you guys that, man, a pastor's work is never done. That's one of the hardest jobs. Next to being a housewife, that's the hardest work you'll ever do.
I can agree with that.
And if y'all guys don't think being a housewife is hard work, let your old ladies take a week off and see what happens.
Or be single.
I was gonna say, if you don't think
Right.
it's hard, talk to Daniel and he'll let you know. He's living proof.
Preacher's day off. I'm right on I-40. Okay, cool. Keep going until you get to 24. Then you're going to take a ride on 24 and take that all the way to 75.
Is it 1/8 ounce, Kyle?
I don't know. I can go get one and try it. It's like, what, 576 grains or. Dave, help me out so I ain't got to go outside and get one. Or I've been powder coating them just for the heck of it because you don't need them.
I'm sorry. Back to you guys that are maybe thinking about getting into reloading. My calipers are all out of whack. I got to do something about that. You're going to have some calipers. I like the dial ones. I don't want to depend on a battery to be able to load and do what I'm doing. So, yeah, I highly recommend a set of dial calipers. Of course, I have the electronic ones too. You can get a decent pair at Harbor Freight for not a lot of money, but some of the guys will only use that Japanese brand name. I can't even say it. How do you say it, Scott?
Michitoyo.
Okay.
Latimonio. But they are good.
Yeah, Michitoyo are really good calipers. But I mean, you're looking at starting out at about 150, going all the way up to about $900 to $1,500 for a set of them.
Yeah, you can pay. You can pay a lot of money for them.
But they got a lifetime warranty even if you run them over with a truck. Ask me how I know.
Unfortunately, the tire was not under warranty, was it?
No.
Yeah.
Not my tire.
Yeah, if you can afford to buy those kind of calipers, absolutely. They're nice calipers. I'll tell you though, I got a set, and I sent Jamie a set too. Cabela's calipers, and I'm not sure who makes them for Cabela's. I never even looked into it before, but they are accurate as all get up, and they work. And I've never had an issue with them. I've had them for 3-4 years now. They're still dead on nuts. Never had an issue.
Yep, I've got a set of digitals. I've got these. Digital ones are back there somewhere with a comparator set up on them.
I got a good pair of digitals. I'm ready for a dial caliper. I'd like to use that one of these days.
A little hint to those Hornady headspace gauges and bullet comparators is use the Hornady digital caliper. They have larger jaws on those calipers, and basically it holds the little bullet holding apparatuses on without them misaligning, because the jaws are fatter, they're wider than any other set of calipers I've come across, and that allows their little integrated parts to sit on there flush without it going off to one side, and you got to kind of wiggle the cartridge to get it.
Yeah.
It makes it a mess.
But once you get it figured out, there's a trick to everything. Once you get that trick figured out,
Yep.
you can fine tune your dies, and my Lord, does it make a difference in chambering and especially extracting too. I've had a lot of success with that case comparator. Yeah, I mean, because I thought I had everything fine tuned enough, because everything, case gauges and all that stuff. No. You'd be surprised how much tweaking you can do on that die to make a big difference.
Yeah, I've got a set of those Harbor Freight ones. You're gonna make me put that up, ain't you?
Yeah.
I got a set of the Harbor Freight digital ones, and all they do is the Hornady stuff. That Hornady.
Love you, Pat.
Hell, I gotta find my phone. I don't even know where my phone is now. That's sad.
Yeah, I can't believe.
Shit.
There's my phone. No.
Yes, Curtis. It helps a lot, brother.
Well. All right.
Yeah, I can
Jamie.
agree with that. Yes.
My parents are traveling to go to my cousin's wedding that I was not privileged enough to be able to go to. So here's where they're at, and you can't see nothing. Well, I was going to zoom it in. That's Mount Rushmore, but you can't see it. Sorry.
Yeah, that's that looks like the lights on, and that's all.
Well, see, they got all these big lights that they put on it at night. Apparently, they got them all up there. I don't know.
My goal is to ride my motorcycle up to see Mount Rushmore. Stop back by Sturgis on the way, either there or on the way back.
They're up in Montana where Gordon lives. Let's see.
Now I can't find those. Okay, another thing you guys are going to have is scales. You got to have y'all stop.
I'm glad I can't read anything. I got to come way close to read.
It's just the boys being the boys.
Yeah, they just y'all are brutal. Golly, man. So yeah, I got. All right, I'm driving myself crazy now. Let me find these. So as you get older, you have a place for everything, and you try to get yourself organized, and then you put stuff in its place, and then you forget where its place is.
I've
Keyword,
done
Jamie.
that.
Is
I don't know how
try.
many times I've done that.
Try.
Keyword is
Or-
try.
Or I put it in such a secure place, I forget that secure place.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I've
I
lost
did
my
that with-
380 several times.
I did that with a key to my safe recently. I hit it, and I can't find it now.
all
I had to
right,
break out the spare.
hurry back, Big Al.
Where's Al going?
He had a thing.
Ah,
I like what Fuzzy just said. Soon
Yes,
everyone can shoot a Marlin 336.
I agree, single shot. Back it up with a good mechanical scale.
Yep. I like the Hornady. It works really good for me.
yeah. I need to buy a new mechanical scale.
I like
I-
orange. Sorry, Willie.
Oh no big deal at all, buddy.
Is my
I just-
timing okay?
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah,
I just found out I got 5G, so I clicked onto that internet. Guess what? I'm on the Chromebook.
Woohoo!
Ain't that something?
yeah, man.
Organizing is like hiding stuff.
Now they're listening to everything we're saying because you're on 5G.
Yeah, I don't like that. Anyway,
Whatever. They were doing it on 4G too. Whatever.
good point.
Oh, they listened to you way before then.
Well, I
Kidding.
know. Trust me, man. I know.
Anything and everything goes over the waves. They know, they hear, they see all. No,
That's why
I
when
can-
I'm driving the truck and I'm talking to myself, Willie, I make sure I look right at my phone and cuss at it when I'm saying what I'm saying, so they can pick it all up.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times this damn thing talked back to me and I didn't say anything to it. So I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, the
That's-
wow.
That's
a good
my
skill.
Walu.
I don't know if you can get those anymore, though.
You can. Yes, you can, because I got two of them now. I got my original and I have
I'll
another
tell
one
you
in
right
the
now, man.
box.
This one right here has done me good so far. This guy right here. This is the Elite. Apparently the back fell off. The Elite Maxis. This thing has done a really good job, and it was less than $20.
Does it go to thousands or tenths, hundreds? What's that go to, Scotsman?
It was tenths, I believe. It's been super accurate. Never had an issue.
Chico did a really good video on. He always got the Frankfurt Arsenal. Chico did a good video. I've got one in there. I can't remember the name of it. I was just looking at the box a minute ago, and I can't remember it. And he compared them. He compared the Wowoo and that one, and I think the Frankfurt Arsenal. And the thing about this one is it goes to the 100th of a grain. So, and it's consistent. I've checked it several times, and it works. It was, I think, $17, $18 on Amazon.
Yeah, pop that comment up here, Jamie.
That one.
OCD.
I don't know what the Dempsey challenge is.
All I saw was cancer free.
Right. If I put something in a safe place, it's gone forever.
I resemble that remark, Charlie.
The
It's bad.
trick is to finding it. Quit trying to look for what you lost and look for something else, and then you'll
And
find
it
what
pops
you
up
originally
every
looking
time.
for.
That's
Works
how I
every
found
time.
my gunsmithing toolkit.
Yeah. I was on my phone with my son one time looking for my phone. He had to tell me, Dad, it's on your ear. Yeah.
I was
Mark,
looking
today.
I was looking
That
for
exact-
batteries for my calipers, and found my little small gunsmithing. It's got the little bitty screwdrivers and torque bits and that kind of stuff, couple of punches and all that. It's all in one little case. And I've been looking for that thing for 2 months. Went out and bought another one.
There's my setup.
I was looking for my batteries for my calipers. That's the bad thing about digital calipers. You're going to need to have extra batteries on hand because they go out in the most inconvenient time.
Now mine takes that LR44, and people say use a 357 in place of it. Not happening. It don't last long. So the only place I can find LR44 is online. So
Right.
just a little tip: don't waste your money on a 357 battery because it might fit, but it don't last a day.
I bought like a 50 pack, and I still haven't found those batteries. Maybe I should look for my gunsmithing tools. I don't know.
There you go.
I bought a big old pack from Amazon. By the time you get 3/4 of the way down, they're dead.
Yeah.
Back to the mechanical scales. Does everybody's mechanical scale have that tray? You take a screw off and you can put lead shot in there to play with the balance and stuff.
Mine you just adjust the level on.
Yeah, I got the level adjustment, but I can also add shot or take away shot to just, get everything. I'm not sure why it's there, but
maybe a dampener or something.
I have a real old Redding, but it takes forever to level out to zero. It just bounces and bounces. It's old school.
Yeah,
so.
that Hornady's got that little magnetic dampener in the middle, so it'll go.
Yeah, mine would just keep going and going. I think Jamie has the same one I did, the Redding one.
Yes, I have an old Redding that's but the one I use most is, well, I don't use it because it's not, I need to get some check weights for it. I thought
that was the Lee. I was going to smack you.
No, that's a Hornady. This one doesn't. It's different from the Wowoo and the Frankfurt Arsenal, so I think this one is the one that needs some adjusting. I don't know. I just don't know. I gotta get me some check weights.
I've got some check weights, Jamie. Not really small ones. I got like 10 grains and 50 grains.
Yeah, I got those. I never bought that kit where it's like 1 grain, half a grain.
Yeah.
I never bought that kit yet.
I've got that Lyman kit that'll do a half a grain, 1 grain, and then it'll do 5, 10. So you can do sporadic numbers and check them between scales and add a grain and see if it picks up on it, how fast it picks up on it.
Come on, man. I only blown up 1 gun so far in my life, so I'm doing okay, all right? Don't get on my back, man.
You are following the footsteps of many great men. So don't be ashamed of it.
Not me.
There are many, many great men out there that blew up guns. And the advancement of making sure we had better guns.
Mm-hmm.
And there are many, many men that have blew up chronographs. That's why we now have bulletproof chronographs.
Yeah, these are too nice, and I paid too much money for me not to be using these more than I am. So, yeah, I'll be ordering some check weights here in the next few days. So a new guy, you're going to have a. This is basically. Let's go through a list, guys. Come on, we're almost we're over 2/3 of the way through this thing. We hadn't done. All right, you're gonna have calipers, and they're not gonna come in any kit. Is there a kit that they come in?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah. So go get you some good calipers, and we've had a number of good suggestions. O'Reilly's, your auto parts stores will have them. Cabela's, Hornady's, the ones on Amazon. These here that the Scotsman sent me are great. I love them. These are my go-to. I prefer dials, but that's okay. You got to have a scale. The Wild Woo tends to be the one that all of us guys kind of attract to. I want to try that one the Scotsman had. What was it? Maxim Scotsman?
The Maxis, the Elite Maxis.
Maxis. Look that one up on Amazon.
It's like $20 or something like that. It's really good. It works well.
Yeah. You got to have a camphor and deburring tool. Those Lyman hand tools that come in the orange tube. I got some of them somewhere.
Lyman actually makes a kit that is very affordable. Very affordable. It's got small rifle or small primer and large primer, reamers, cleaners, chamfer and deburr tool, and two other things. I can go.
You got the brass smith and the holder for it.
Do I now?
Powder measure. Does it got the brass smith powder measure and a stand for it? I saw one today like that.
What I did was I'm just talking about the tools, primer prep tools.
Here it is.
These prep
Gotcha.
tools.
Sorry.
Oh, you're talking. I'm sorry.
And so everything's inside there. And it's orange, so Mark will approve.
Easy to find if you hide it in a good place.
Right.
Exactly.
It's got your deburr. You got your camphor tool. And something I didn't know till I started hanging around with the Echo and the Bunny Man is this thing doubles as a small rifle military crimp remover. Right, Echo?
Yes, sir.
Wasn't you telling me that?
Somebody did. I don't know if it was me. I've done it before. Those work really well if you're in a pinch.
And this kit comes with those two tools and these two tools that are your primer pocket cleaners, scrubbers. And then I bought these come in another kit. They're about another $13, but these are your military crimp removers.
Right.
And one small, one large, and they fit right in there. They're Lyman also.
Lyman's got a kit. It's in a box about like that, but the box is about that thick. You open it up, and there's 4 screwdriver handles and everything. It's already got their own handles. There's 4 on the top, 4 on the bottom, and it covers everything. I think the kit was $35, and it covers all of it. But you got to do it all by hand. I don't think you can remove them from the drivers to put them in a case prep center, but that's further down the road.
I'll be lost without my case prep center.
Yeah, I recommend if you're starting out to use all hand tools. I still to this day use all hand tools. I don't, even when I'm doing 223 and I'm reloading mixed head stamps, and basically I'm doing hundreds at a time, I still do everything by hand because of my sight. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. So the more times I put my hands on that brass, the more times I can check to make sure everything's correct and set the way it's supposed to be before I go and try to prime, powder, and reload it. So I suggest that the new guys starting out, the more times you look at that brass and get familiar with the way it's supposed to look, the quicker you are to identify a problem piece and eliminate it before it causes you an issue.
Not to dispute what Kyle's saying about the ones that have the handles already, but I guess I should have said these come threaded. So you just thread them in this hand. This is the handle. And if you want to, you can use both ends, and you can use two back to back. Curtis, you know I love some 35 Remington, and if I'm not mistaken, the 30 Harriet is a chopped down 30-30. Would that be correct? And we've got the Emperor has joined us. Thanks for joining us, PC Bullet Empire. He went live the other night, and
Dang it, I missed it.
he was talking about Marlin being bought out by Ruger. There was something else I wanted to put up here.
You gonna start a bunch of fights, preacher?
I gotta get close so I can read.
There you go, single shot.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, I could have gave it to him.
All I can say to that is go dogs. Woof woof.
Sick 'em.
Preacher got a good comment, Jamie.
Do what, Mark?
Preacher's got a good comment. About 10 back. Don't say it out loud.
Baloo, I'm gonna have to teach you how to do case prep.
There you go.
Did you literally just talk about your dog playing with your brass?
Hey, I'll tell you what, Andy 79Z28, he trained his wife right. She does the brass prep for him. Golf clap.
Oh, Idaho, I don't know. Even without being able to practice, Bama's looking pretty dang strong.
You guys like foosball?
I like college foosball. Because their coaches
Loaders here.
during the national anthem.
Broke Loader's got a good comment.
Yeah, he does.
Well, there you go.
Belt sander. I gotta get the belt sander.
Now, you can buy that die. You just use a hacksaw, chop the head up, use the file, and you're done.
Nope. That is a fact, Idaho.
The quickest case trimmer in the world.
Yes, sir. Use
You can
mine
pick
right
it up
now.
at Harbor Freight. Want to take 2,000 off? Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, Lord.
I'm converting 25-06 to 308 right now with that.
College of sports is where it's at. Any national sports is
Dang on.
lost its luster. Anyway.
They can all fornicate elsewhere. Try to keep it family friendly.
I guess for all you new reloaders, the components is going to be what's going to be the hardest to find right now.
The most expensive right now because people are just raping everyone on it.
Sure. I think with Remington being bought out too, Vista Outdoors bought Remington. Maybe they'll ramp up the ammo production, primer production. And who's got any confirmation on the stuff sitting at the bays getting ready to come in. I mean, is it coming in, or do we stop trade, or what's going on with the foreign primers and stuff? Tula and S&B and
Never
Wolf,
found a
what's
set
going on?
here ever in California.
I've
Yeah.
rarely seen them here in Georgia.
Huh.
Now, I'd be proud to have them because I heard they're great.
That's what I mean. Did we get shut off, or are they just not? They're hard to come by. Was
The
that part
last
of the
time,
demand?
and I don't quote me on this, last time I heard they stopped bringing them in. But that was like last year I heard. And I
That's what I
haven't
thought.
seen any come in or haven't seen anyone have any come in. So not saying they're not out there. It's just I'm in a state that, you know, I'm screwed no matter what. So I can't even mail order crap.
Damn, buddy. Get the
Without
hell out of there.
lots of lube.
Well, I
I'm
don't know.
trying, Mark.
You are in a state you might be able to actually mail order crap.
So I can bring stuff in, but I
No,
can't
no,
find
no.
S&B.
So you
Oh,
might be actually able to mail order crap in your state.
that's true. That much is true. It's nuts. I can only beg so much, Mark. Her eyes are opening very wide, so hopefully soon. I'm hoping.
Just keep
But
putting at it, man. Just keep
It's a
pushing.
grandbaby. That's the grandbaby, you know. So you don't
Oh,
want
I
to leave the
hear
grandbaby.
Just
Totally.
keep pushing, brother.
I can totally
Family's
understand.
important.
Not even a grandfather.
It's hard to uproot a family. It's easy to just run off, but it's hard to uproot a family.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I could be a dick and load the truck up and just say, peace. But it's
Yeah.
been 30 years. I ain't going to start over. Hell no.
Well,
I don't want to be like Fuzzy out there being my own housewife.
you ain't
12 years
got
ago,
to
I was,
find another one.
12 years ago, I was dead set on moving to Mexico.
You got it wrong, man. Fuzzy's not a housewife. Fuzzy doesn't do anything. I've been to his house. He's no housewife.
He's the man. Fuzzy is the man. Now, what'd you say, Mark, before?
I was going to say, about 12 years ago, I was dead set on retiring in New Mexico, but I met this awesome chick, and I'm still with her.
Oh,
Willie's
Willie's in trouble.
getting yelled at. Willie's getting yelled at.
It's been 30
Guys,
years. I'm not gonna just
quit it.
Yep, he's getting pitched at.
You heard him talk about California. We ain't going nowhere, mister.
If he comes flying back through the screen, hits his chair, and keeps going, you know what happened.
You just better take all your shit with you when you head down there. We love you, Billy. We love you, buddy.
Billy, one day you'll learn not to fucking say what you're trying to say, man. When yelling it. Don't ever yell it.
Oh Lord.
Y'all be praying for Willie. He needs it.
Situational awareness, Willie. Situational awareness.
Although I will say we got an awesome view of his reloading bench right now.
Yeah, blow Willie up. Let's see what kind of toys he's got over.
Yeah,
check it
let's
out.
do it. Here we go.
Do some inventory.
Need it. Need it. Got it. Need it. Got it. Got it.
Oh, man.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
We're just checking out your bench. Oh, he ain't got his head on, his headphones.
What are you looking at my messy house for?
Your
My
bench?
messy room.
You're buying on all your stuff.
You left me
Oh,
alone.
wow, Bear. It's a
We're
mess.
talking about you, not to you, sir.
We were
Oh, that's
admiring
okay.
you, sir.
You can talk all you want. There's this garbage back there. It's organized chaos. Let's put it that way.
Amen.
Hey.
I loaded 308 here. I loaded 350 over there. I got it all going.
Jamie blew
Thank
you
you,
up.
Jamie.
I'm going,
I
I'm
saw
going-
that.
need it. Need it. Got it. Got it. Need it. Got it. Need it. Got it. Got it.
There's not much there. There's not that much. Come on, guys.
So OCD was supposed to put up a link to that video, and I don't think he can put it up because he's not a mod.
gotcha.
So OCD, if you want to text me that or send it to my email, jh586sw@gmail.com. We'll get that up here for you if we can for the
I
night.
know, GGW. Look at these guys going right behind my back.
Jamie, regarding your email address, can I buy a vowel?
Yeah.
Why?
No.
So is the
Right.
SW for Shooters
You're
World?
exactly right. I can't buy anything.
SW stand for Shooters World?
Sure it does.
Yeah.
It stands for the most purty gun you ever saw.
I didn't
Right.
know Shooter's World made a 5.86 powder.
Well, if they ain't, they oughta.
They had a Python up there at the shop for 18 the other day.
Oh,
I'm
Man, it's
telling
pretty.
you, man. Turn back sideways again, Echo. No wonder he looks so clean, man. Look, he just got out of the barber shop today.
High
I
and
told
tight.
you, he just got his ears lowered.
Dude, he got that whole hot towel thing going on the whole face. the whole
Nah,
nine
the old
yards.
lady cuts my hair. I don't go to a barber shop.
Dude, that is smooth as butter.
She trims my hair. I don't mess with it. She's been doing it probably last 10 years. It wasn't the best when she started, but now it's pretty good.
Awesome.
The worst thing someone wants to hear when they're getting their hair cut is "oops."
Good night, Fuzz.
yeah, don't bother me
My
that
bad.
one bit.
See, that's when you do your own hair, man. I do my own hair, and if you do an oops, then usually it ends up meaning something's coming off here. And that's
Yeah,
not
I'm going
good.
to start cutting my hair, Scotsman, and sending it in little bags to you so you can glue it on.
Don't do that.
With
I'm good.
feet pictures.
I have accepted my baldness. I'm okay.
It'll turn into the longest Fu Manchu you ever saw.
Damn right it will.
I want to
Something
say
funny.
this about Jason's comment. The first thing you got to have is reloading manuals. We've talked about that before. But
Amen.
as far as a bench is concerned, I think you guys will agree. You'll be surprised at how little space it actually takes to get started.
You know, he brings up another excellent point too, dedication. Whenever you're starting out, you're gonna get frustrated because you're gonna screw up.
Yeah.
Don't get frustrated. Take the screw
Walk
up,
away.
put them in a bucket, and move on.
Walk
We
away.
all
Yeah.
got screw ups. Trust me, we all got.
I got a whole tub of screw ups over there. It happens. Even to
Yeah.
this day, 3-4 years later, how long I've been doing it now, you're gonna screw up.
I think my dad's real close.
I screwed up today on one, completely crushed a case, and I wanted to cry. Yep. I did the exact same thing, but with a 350 Legend, it just completely crinkled the whole side of the case.
Yep, it happens, man.
You'll have that on your bigger jobs.
You know, there's days casting. The other day I was trying to cast up 10 man's bullets because the night before I did great, had a good run. So the next night I was going to do some for him. I tried 3 times. I said, I'm done. You just walk away. Nothing was going right. Turn it off and walk away.
Shit. 2 days ago, I'm making bullets for Jamie. I want to send him some of those 358 311s that I just got, Lyman mold. And I tap the screw plate. Screw goes that way. The plate goes this way. The bolts snap down in the mold. I just shook my head, shut everything off, went inside.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, you can't.
All Lyman today, they don't warranty crap. Lyman does not warranty their molds, anything on it. So I had to buy a rebuild kit that came with all the screws, screw plate, all the bolts and everything for it. I'm like, man, RCBS, I love you. I should have called RCBS. They would have mailed me the stuff for free.
For as much as a Lyman mold costs, they should warranty it.
No
Exactly.
Amen.
Exactly. I told him, I said, I made 300 bullets and the screw snapped, the plate went flying. And I said, I am not abusive. I'm using my little rubber mallet, breaking the screw, wasn't being a hammer. Nope. They do not warranty anything. Unless it's brand new, you have a receipt to prove that it's brand spanking new. If that, forget it, you're screwed. So I just,
That's not good, man.
$15. I just said, shut up, here's my number, send it to me. Well, you don't have to be rude. I'm like, just take my freaking money.
Yeah,
That's how they are.
They should have just sent you one for free, dude.
Yeah, all I wanted was just screw, just the original screw that came on the top, So now I got the whole kit coming, rebuild kit for it.
I still can't believe they don't warranty anything.
Nope.
Now,
with the lady told me.
Now, you new reloaders. With Lee, I don't care what it is. You can put it in the driveway and have the UPS truck drive over it and bust it into a million pieces. You go up to them and you go, I don't know what happened. And they'll go, all right. And they'll send you another one.
Not depending. Remember what my headache I had with Lee on my Loadmaster. How much it cost?
Yeah.
So Lee can screw you over. And on the molds, on Lee molds,
I know we don't get really political in here, but can I make one point real fast?
Sure.
Guys, when you have U.S. Postal Service jam this into your freaking mailbox, do you really think they're going to deliver your mail-in vote?
Public service
every other piece of mail I had behind this freaking box.
I'm sorry about my phone. My dad finally figured out how to send pictures.
Oh, that's all right.
Chico, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Chico.
And I think one of the best memes I've seen so far is if you think you can trust U.S. Postal Service to do your mail-in vote, try to mail yourself $500 and see what happens.
Yeah, if you don't trust them to mail yourself $500, why would you trust them with your ballot?
Who likes 45 nickel cases?
Everybody.
Nickel cases are good.
Everyone.
I don't mind nickel.
How many viewers out there in the side chat reload for 45?
I do.
Kyle does. Scotsman does. Jamie does.
They must be all
guys don't
Mark
count.
does. Mark does.
I think I know what he's
Side
trying to do here.
Jason Stewart does. He's a new reloader, and I'm sure he can use them.
Absolutely.
Well, stay tuned for next week. Stay tuned for next week.
New reloader.
We're going to have a little flash giveaway next week, but a little week's notice. So that's enough on that.
And Jason Stewart, if you need some brass, man, I got plenty of 45 brass too.
Well, I'm glad Chico was able to join us. He's
Yeah, I can bounce off for him to come on the last couple of minutes so he can say his hi.
We're fixing to go through the room. He can jump in the after chat if he'd like to. He always has a link. So I think I can tell you this. Please don't get mad at me, Chico. Chico's brother owns a car shop, and his helper quit him. So Chico's working part-time to help his brother out at his work. So y'all don't be too upset with my brother Chico. So he's trying to.
That's a big heart for family.
Ain't
Yeah,
nobody
take care of business.
Got to
Good for
take
him.
care of family, man. So
I was a single father for a few years, man. Trust me, he's doing right. He's doing good.
he is. He is.
I'll say this, man. When it comes to Chico, and Chico, don't start crying on me, man. I'm gonna go a little soppy on you here. But I will say this: over the years that I've met a whole bunch of people, when it comes to a father, I'll tell you right now, Chico Wise is probably the most dedicated father I've ever met.
Amen.
And he's got an awesome kid, and he's doing a really good job with Carter, so you can't go wrong with that. And
Yes, sir.
he's doing what he has to do. And so we miss him, we want him here, but at the end of the day, he's got to take care of family first. You know,
I want
we're,
some
got a
more
guy-
Porter Cooper
we're
video.
one big family here, but at the same time, he's got to take care of his family first. So
We got a guy on our team at work that has a son in a similar situation, so it's neat to see the interaction, and I can talk back and forth. It's pretty cool. So they got a little extra stuff on their plate.
So y'all tell Julio good night. He's signing out, and we're about to. So
Good night, Julio.
Good night, brother.
Good night, Julio.
we're already at 2 hours and a little bit over, so we'll start going through the room. Echo, you want to start?
Yeah, certainly. I'm going to go shooting Sunday with a buddy of mine. I'm going to shoot my 458 SOCOM, and I should have some video up on my channel of that. And hopefully get this reloading project started on this 223.
That'd be good. That'd be
That'd be
real
real good.
good. Willie, you want to be next?
Sure. I'm just my normal stuff, day by day, how it is. But next week, there might be a surprise, but I don't know. I'm trying to pull something off. So we'll find out next week. That's all I got. So be good, for goodness sakes.
There you go. 6-shooter Texans going to shoot the 303 on Sunday. Good deal. Good deal.
Nice.
Love that round. That is a fantastic round.
It is. Mark, what you got coming up, brother? You got a video out today right before we came on. I hadn't had a chance to look at it.
Yeah. Little 20 gauge action. I'm still going to continue with that. Doing a little 300 blackout and getting up for hunting season. And I got a week off coming up soon. So looking for that too. So stay tuned, guys. Yep. Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. We might have some surprises for you. Domesticated foreigner. What
good
you got?
chat. Good chat. Going up to Daniels tomorrow. Gonna sight on a scope. I just picked up for a rifle I put together quite some time ago, but finally just got the scope for it. So we'll hit the range, get that sighted in, hopefully. That's about it. I got a whole bunch of loading and casting I got to do. Gonna be a busy week.
Never ending.
Absolutely. Kyle?
Appreciate everybody being here tonight. It was great. Had a ball. Really nice chat. Yeah, we're trying to put together a special giveaway for next weekend. I know we keep saying that, but we're hoping everything comes together. So if you want to be in on the giveaway, you need to be here next weekend because there's no telling what's going to be flying in the mail. Other than that, that's all I got.
Well, I want to thank all you guys for joining me tonight. I got so many video ideas and no time to do them. Okay, let me see if I can find it.
Hey, real quick, Bald and Curious still have a thing going on?
Yep, absolutely does. Right now we are sitting almost at 4,000 of the $10,000 goal. So we're getting up there. But if you guys can help out, please do so. $100 for the main prize, $50 for the secondary prize, $20 for the third prize. But he's got a lot of good stuff going on. Some good people jumped in to help out. So if you can help out, jump over there and check out his video, man.
Cool.
All right, for those of you still here, there's the link. It's a Facebook for OCD's buddy. And we're going to try to get OCD on here in the next week or two. He's off on Friday nights now. He's fun. And thank you for tuning in, Uncle John. I want to thank everybody for watching tonight. And we got some fun stuff coming up. So I'm looking forward to that. With that, check us out on, you can send us an email at georgiashootingconnection@gmail.com. We're on Instagram. Hope God blesses y'all all real